Good morning, Paul Georgi from Allendale. It's September 9th, 2011, Thursday morning, and we do not have the USDA export sales numbers this morning. They will be out tomorrow because of the holiday last Monday. However, grain markets were kind of soft here overnight, closing near the lower end of the trading ranges that we've seen overnight in a very quiet session. However, not a lot of volatility. It seems that the trade is just marking time here, waiting for the USDA report that's due to be out 7:30 Monday morning. Some of the key numbers, Dow Jones put out a survey that they did of analysts. Corn yield 148.8. That's down 4.2 bushels from the 153 number that the USDA had in August, and puts an ending stocks for corn down to 633, which is extremely tight, down into that 5% and lower stocks to usage ratio. In the soybeans, trade average is 41 bushel an acre. That's 0.4 of a bushel acre less than what the USDA had in August at 41.4, and their ending stocks a little tighter at 152. Some of the stories that I think we've got to be concerned about is on the supply side. Harvest is progressing in some areas, and we are seeing farmers selling right off of the combine, going right to town, and basis in those areas are starting to weakening somewhat as supplies come into the marketplace. On the demand side, however, and that's the key that I think we've talked about supply for several months now, but demand is going to be the real key to keeping this market strong and seeing us work to higher prices here through harvest. Demand continues to slow. We had chick placements, egg sets anywhere from 5 to 7% lower than a year ago, continuing on that pace. That's been a pretty normal pace here for the last several weeks, which is telling us we're going to have less demand for corn here in the U.S. The wheat demand also, China tendering for a large tender of wheat. They bought it all from the Ukraine or the Black Sea area. That was purchased at $5 a ton cheaper than U.S. wheat. So the battle with price around the world and just the overall profitability at current price levels is slowing down demand, and that's a battle and that we won't see the true results of for several months when we get the data come in on the demand side of the equation. In the outside markets, we got the dollar stronger here today. We've got crude oil mixed as we speak. Gold market is higher, and stock markets have gone from a higher price to a lower indication here this morning. And some comments made by some allocation analysts yesterday afternoon suggesting that the trend here into the end of the year might be where fund managers, CTAs, are moving money out of commodities into the equities again as they hope to see some more quantitative easing, and we've seen that may be a reason for some of this weakness in commodities we've seen here in the last few days. Over in the livestock trade, cutout values were not very exciting yesterday. Choice down 30 cents, Select up 6 cents. We did have $1.13 added to pork. I think that's the first day we've seen an increase in pork cutout values in several days, and maybe giving us an indication that we've find a bottom in here as we go into the October time frame, when National Pork Month. You see a lot of featuring of pork, and historically we do see some increasing in demand for pork and increasing in pork prices during this middle time period of September. So looking for that to maybe provide some support, but the overall attitude, I believe, in the meat complex is going to tend to follow what the investors and what the money flow attitude is here over the next several weeks. So that's going to be monitored very closely. I think today's action could see some choppiness. We think probably within ranges that we've seen yesterday. As we go into President Obama's speech this evening at 6 o'clock Central Time, it is expected to give us some idea of where the economy is projected to go and what he wants to do about the jobs problem. But traders are going to be anxious, trying to figure out how they want to be positioned going into that report. And it's also a thing where we need to be monitoring the action here going into the Friday's close, as we think with the yield numbers and the tight stocks that we've got, we should find good support under the corn and soybean markets, and likely to see some firmness going into that Friday's close ahead of the Monday morning USDA report. So stay in touch with Allendale's research. We'll try to keep you informed the best we can. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call here at 800-262-7538. We wish you a very successful trading day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow morning.